Hey, thanks for compliment. I still need to get my approval rating up, though. I don't know why the music just suddenly muted. Something happened here. Oh, we got it back. Okay. I'm running the game in windowed full screen, even though it doesn't have that feature, just with an external program. Oh no, an abandoned building! Oh, it's just vacant. Never mind. I was thinking, like, it's abandoned. Where's the abandoned building? Oh, burned down. So it looks like my money situation is stabilized. I'm just going to pay back my debt now. $51,000. Maybe I should keep a bit, because I don't get payments every month. Like, some months I'll run in the red. No, I didn't do the trick with the dirt roads because I'm going for grids here, and if you have like a little dirt road sticking out, that'll ruin the grid and development cycle. Yeah, I can't pay back the bond now, but I can now. So hopefully I'll be okay. And their rationale for having so many cars make U-turns and stuff, let me put this on play so it's easier to see, is I guess in the state of California, where the game is developed, U-turns are legal in most places. Whereas in much of the rest of the world, they are not. And also, I love how like cars will be like in this lane here and will turn left to get over here. The pathing is kind of messed up, and people are kind of annoyed with that because Maxis did say that they would fix the pathing so people found, you know, the most the fastest method of commute rather than the most direct. That was kind of a big thing in SimCity 4. They always look for like the most direct. So they would take like, if there was like, you built like a 10-lane freeway and you had like a parallel 2-lane road, that would be used by everybody because you don't need to get on like the on-ramps and stuff to get onto your highway, and it would just create traffic chaos where you had a big highway that was basically unused. And of course the NAM simulators, the Network Atom mod, it had its own traffic simulators. It helped, but it basically helped with the pathfinding a bit. But of course it's not ultimately solved. And this game isn't done. Look at this glitch. This is a half-finished game. This is kind of glitchy too. I mean, sure, I kind of built it kind of weird, but if it shouldn't be built, then it should tell me that, right? It shouldn't let me do it. But this is just kind of weird. And it happens all the time too. Especially when you're building away from a grid, like on curved roads. That kind of glitch will happen a lot. Let's put some filters on. Now that I'm at ground level. This is just, they went completely overboard here with the filters. They have like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 21 filters. Why would you put this many filters in a game? It just goes overboard. I mean, it's nice to have different effects and stuff like this, but if you're taking the time to develop filters, then the game better be done in every other respect. Like, this is just, you know, a nicety. It doesn't really add much to the city and stuff, so... And rant, but you know, I do like to constructively criticize the game because, you know, I am such a fan. Also, come on cars, use this lane if you want. Follow the streetcar? Oh, okay. Let's click on Mr. Streetcar here. Fine, let's click on this one. Buses look kind of weird in this game too. What's wrong with my money? Yes, I know my money is in the red, but at least I'm staying alive. Well, okay, finally it goes. I try to do this like while recording with like a program, like Fraps and stuff, and it just gets so choppy, the frame rate. I think it's my computer. You must have like need to have a really nice computer in order to have the ability to follow trains, because of course, or cars, because of course, you know, in SimCity 4 I did a lot of videos with the You Drive It mode, and they turned out just fine. But here you can't really do it. Even in live streaming, it's looking kind of weird. It gets to the point where it gets super choppy. Also, there should be a way to just follow it from behind, no matter what. Like I can move up and down and around. And I love how they just kind of like teleport to the other side. This garbage truck is full. Returning to the dump. All right, let's follow it to the dump. I went from 50,000 to 9,000 because I paid off a bond. I paid off my debts. You finally get to hear my voice. Well, hello! How's it going? I did name this region Greater Terran, just in retrospect to my my SimCity 4 work. But it's just kind of an experimental city and region stuff to get a feel for how the game's working. I may one day make like a city journal or something. Let's put another filter here. This one actually looked okay. It's the warmer one. So let's go cooler. The exact opposite of warmer. So there's like a lot of blue. I don't like this filter as much. The bailout building. Okay, let's switch the filter here. Sepia. There should be a hotkey or something for each different filter. Because going to menu and then going to filter and then selecting the one you want by scrolling up and down, it's kind of redundant. You can't build highways in this game. You simply cannot. So if I was to go out, let's turn these filter craps off. I can see the filters being nice for like photos and stuff. Alright, off. But again, that should have been, the filters should have came after, you know, the main game mechanics and stuff were fixed, including the server issues. Okay, I had problems getting on earlier today. So this is the highway. You can't build highways in the game. This one happens to have an interchange into your city. This is the only interchange in the game. Highway to highway interchanges in the region are just intersections, despite me hitting Maxis very hard on at least putting something in, like a clover leaf, because at least they had those in earlier SimCity games, right? City XL had them. I think City Life had them. Even SimCity 3000 had a few, but not here. And then if the highway runs through your city, it starts off as a highway here, and then just before it enters your city, it turns into a high-density avenue, and that kind of goes through your city, and then over here it turns back into a back into a highway. So there's no like interchanges in your city, no ability to build them. I'm sure maybe something will come with DLC or something like that. And again, this city has no rail connection despite there being a rail line right here. I know I'm going over and over again, but this is just for new people who are logging on, because I'm sure people are coming on and off from time to time. Also, this game just understands me sometimes. Like, this is the second time where I've had a coffee shop build right next to the city hall. And, you know, you're supposed to act as mayor, right? So they kind of get me, because I would definitely grab a coffee or two, you know, during a break or before I start work. Anyways, let's go back to llama speed, or the fastest speed in the game, because cheat has been disabled. So my community college is now fully expanded. So even though the capacity right now is only about half, it has 2 sessions here. So it goes from, like, there's a day course and an afternoon course. And I think I see somebody throwing up. I think they left too. When somebody's sick, they just like vomit like a water fountain. Like, it just goes everywhere. So if they want you to know that people get sick, they make it very prominent. There's no way you're buying it without highways. Yeah, it is kind of unbelievable, especially because just the cities are so small. Like, small city size and no highways. I mean, I guess that makes sense in this sort of part, but both should really be fixed. Take some screenshots here. I might start a city journal or something on Centropolis or whatever. Yeah, this is the full city tile. Right here. And as I said earlier, I have a city right here that's been lost by Maxis. It's no longer there. My first city that I made with the full game, I didn't just lose the city, I lost the entire region. And so you can see that on my YouTube channel. I can throw a link up real quick here. One of the advantages being on window full screen, which the game does not include without an override. Right here, I'm just grabbing the link for you. So throw this and watch it later, or watch it now if you want. But basically what happens there is, about halfway through the video, I get like this big pop-up saying that your city has been corrupted and that you have the option to abandon or redo it. And so I reluctantly try to redo it, and it wouldn't let me redo, and it wouldn't let me abandon. And then I thought, okay, if it's not letting me do either, it's probably maybe an error with the game or something. So I decided to quit the game and come back. And by the time I came back, I had no region anymore. It was gone. So that kind of sucks. It was pretty unforgivable, especially with all the server wonks and stuff. Like, people lost all their work. Like, some people had good connections on the first days. You're looking for about 35 minutes in the video? Okay. No, I'm not American, I'm Canadian. But I do live in the Eastern time zone. My accent is cool? What kind of an accent do you think I have? I don't know. I'm kind of near Toronto, if you know where that is. About halfway between between Windsor and Toronto. So there's, like, you know, Detroit, and then there's the bridge into Windsor, and then on the way to Toronto, it's about halfway. I live in a place called London. It is the second largest London in the world, next to London, UK. It's about 400,000 people here. And fun fact, my London is very similar to SimCity. There are no highways in the city. I think it's the largest city in North America without a highway for local traffic. So I guess I can kind of relate to the lack of highways in the game for cities and stuff. No, don't feel like a stalker. I'm not going to give you my specific address or where I live in the city. Saying I live in a city with 400,000 people, you know, isn't very specific.